the Union Home Minister and Chief Strategist of the BJP, Amit Shah, addressing the media. This is the second day of the National Executive of the BJP, and listing out the achievements and also saying that JP Nadda is going to continue until 2024. Confident that Prime Minister Modi is going to return to power. My colleague Mohit Bhatt joining us with the details. Mohit, JP Nadda, the BJP National President, getting an extension until 2024. This is among the several decisions, including booth strengthening and the strategies that the party has chalked out for 2023 Assembly elections as well as the Lok Sabha elections in 24.
Well, as we were discussing earlier also that JP Nadda could get an extension till 2024 elections, given the fact that under his leadership, we have seen that how BJP has completely fared very well in the elections, and that is why it was being expected that he will get an extension till Lok Sabha elections. And we were also discussing this yesterday, and now none other than HM Amit Shah has confirmed that JP Nadda will continue as the BJP president till June 2024. I'll ask my VJ to please show these visuals. So the Home Minister is directly going to the National Executive Meet, where the Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing the concluding session of the National Executive Meet. And just before that, we see that how a resolution was being put forward by Defence Minister and the senior BJP leader Rajnath Singh regarding the extension of tenure of JP Nadda as the BJP president. And everybody in the National Executive Meet seconded that, and it was accepted by everybody. And now we see that the tenure of JP Nadda has been extended till 2024. Now, Amit Shah also talked about the achievements of the BJP under the presidentship of JP Nadda. He talked about the Bihar elections, that how exactly BJP had the highest strike rate in the Bihar election. Then he talked about the Maharashtra when the NDA now has the power. He talked about Goa, that it's a hat-trick in Goa by the BJP, and this time around for the first time they have formed the government of their own. They do not need any alliance partner. Then he talked about UP, Uttarakhand, Mizoram, Assam, and how exactly BJP is making inroads into the northeast. Now, he also talked about that Nadda got the charge of the party during a time when COVID outbreak was at its peak. I mean, when he got the presidentship, after some time, we saw that how the COVID outbreak was at its peak, and even despite that, his efforts are being praised by HM Amit Shah, Prime Minister Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and every single person over there in the National Executive. And if you'll hear the speech of Amit Shah, he was in all praise of JP Nadda and his leadership, but he also stated that the schemes of Prime Minister Narendra Modi have been implemented on the ground, and the ideas of the BJP have been implemented on the ground by JP Nadda. So he'll get another term. He will be the BJP president till June 2024, and the BJP will go for the Lok Sabha elections in 2024 under the presidentship of JP Nadda. So that's the biggest takeaway from this press conference which has just happened. Now everybody has gone inside, and now the concluding address by the Prime Minister will start soon. So we'll get to know that what exactly PM has to say on JP Nadda's tenure being extended, or what exactly is the mantra that the Prime Minister will be given to the National Executive members, because everybody is present in this National Executive Meet, including the Chief Minister of the BJP ruled states, Vice Presidents, President, General Secretaries, every who's and who is present in this particular meeting. Back to you.
All right. Mohit, request you to stay on with us. Senior journalist Shekhar Iyer also on the broadcast with us. Mr. Shekhar Iyer, the tenure of JP Nadda has been extended. This means that 2024, when we go into the Lok Sabha elections, it would be JP Nadda who would be heading the BJP at the time. Would you say on expected lines, how is this going to shape out for the BJP?
Indeed, it was expected lines, because they didn't want to disturb the arrangement which is already in place. We all know for very well that Mr. Nadda enjoys very good rapport with the Prime Minister and with the Home Minister Amit Shah. The entire organization machinery is directly under him, and all the changes that were made earlier, as soon as he took over, they are in place. So they didn't want any disturbance to the arrangement already that is there, because the new president would have meant new office bearers, big changes in the National Executive, reassignment of tasks, and this was too short a time, to have such a big change when the elections, not only to the Lok Sabha elections of 2024, there are also elections to be held for 9 states, because that's the priority before the BJP, and Mr. Nadda would be focusing on that, along with people who have been tasked as in charge for the states. That's why we are seeing a continuity a continuity that has a lot to do with the desire of the Prime Minister that the BJP organization under Mr. Nadda and overall supervision of Home Minister Amit Shah should continue till these 9 elections are completed, as well as the Lok Sabha elections of 2024.
Okay, all right. So 2024 would be fought under the leadership of JP Nadda. A lot of other decisions have also been made by the party. In fact, just to talk about what was mentioned yesterday as well. Confident that in 2024 it will be Prime Minister Modi. He will return as the Prime Minister of the country. Not just that, crucial decisions also being chalked out for the assembly election. So having JP Nadda at the helm also means that in these states, like you mentioned, these are some of the states where the BJP has been either trying to get inroads or are states that the BJP is going to try and retain. So it's going to be very crucial. As of now, JP Nadda has been the point person for the leaders from these states and is going to continue so.
Yes, because the biggest challenge for the BJP, actually there are two sets of challenge. One is early 2023 and another is the late 2023. When it comes to early 2023, you have the biggest challenge in Karnataka, and then you have a challenge in Tripura also, and along with 3 states in the northeast, that is Meghalaya, Nagaland, which are also there. I mean, 2 states. So therefore, the attention is first now particularly on Karnataka. Karnataka is a huge state. There are 224 constituencies, and they have to ensure that somehow the BJP returns to power. We are already hearing Baswaraj Bommai will be the face of the party for the elections, and only yesterday we heard the senior most leader from Karnataka, Mr. Yediyurappa, met the Prime Minister. He had a long discussion. And the whole idea is to see that the party puts up a united face and fights in Karnataka. Similarly, in Tripura. Tripura is a smaller state, only 90-member assembly. But the problem there is, they have just, changed the chief minister. They have got a new chief minister. At the same time, we are hearing that the opposition, particularly Congress and left, for the first time, have formally joined hands, posing a new challenge. And they are also trying to attract the new tribal body, which is the, Tripura Moth. They want to attract that body into this alliance so that the tribal votes, along with Congress and left, they want to challenge the BJP. That is true. Of course, in Nagaland and Meghalaya, BJP is an alliance with the major parties there. So that is not a bigger thing. I mean, it's not a very big challenge like Karnataka or Tripura. But it is the end of the year. I think, the situation for the BJP is quite tough. You have elections in Telangana, then you have elections in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh already have Congress governments. In Telangana, BJP is trying to emerge as the main opposition party to KCR, so the TRS, or what is now called BRS. So when you look at the challenges, the party decided that it must be done in a very united way, the systematic way. As we heard Amit Shah today, the whole focus is going to be some kind of a dedication from the organizational side, along with focusing on the booth. The booth in every constituency is BJP's, what I would say is the, one can call it, that is the basis of their entire, election management. So it is back to that booth level exercise where they want to, energize their cadre to approach the booths, approach voters in those booths. Then so that, the whole exercise is that the Prime Minister's appeal, that's the biggest thing. BJP knows very well that the Prime Minister is the biggest USP for the party. But in order to maximize that appeal, they don't want a repeat of what happened in Himachal Pradesh. Despite PM's campaign, Congress managed to gain power by less than 1% vote. They don't want a repeat of Himachal. So the party has to put a united face, whether it is Karnataka or Tripura or Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh or Rajasthan. And Telangana, Telangana fight is going to be a much tougher fight because KCR is well established there. But
yes,
from what we are seeing is in terms of the energy that the BJP is showing is Telangana.
That's right. And
it's also
Telangana is especially important because of Chief Minister KCR, like you mentioned, because KCR has also been trying to bring in a non-BJP, non-Congress alliance. He has also been meeting several of the opposition leaders. Request you to stay on with us. We also have senior journalist Mr. Rajagopalan on the phone line with us. Mr. Rajagopalan, does it surprise you the decision of the BJP, would you say, on expected lines? JP Nadda going to continue as the president in the 2024 polls. And Amit Shah highlighting the achievements of the BJP under JP Nadda.
JP Nadda's election is a master stroke of Mr. Narendra Modi's, because whenever Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to states, he says double engine sarkar. Now with the party president Mr. Nadda and the Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Narendra Modi, hello?
Yes, Mr. Rajagopalan, we can hear you.
And Mr. Narendra Modi has done extremely best chance of getting. And moreover, the Prime Minister was wanting that. The interesting part is that the government work has not reached the public. That is why a lot of efforts have been made. That is why Mr. Amit Shah also held a press conference and conveyed that. My understanding is Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh, when they got in 2022 under Nadda's leadership, as you have, look south policy, last Hyderabad General Council meeting was also held in Hyderabad, and they wanted Telangana first, Tamil Nadu next. Therefore, they want to have a footprint all over the country. This is the reason why Mr. Nadda has been given second chance.
Okay, all right. So on expected lines, and because of the achievements under JP Nadda, because of the historic victory of the BJP under JP Nadda. In fact, interestingly, Amit Shah also mentioned the Northeast push, saying he was the one who led the BJP not just breaching the Northeast. Now, ahead of the elections that are going to be taking place in these regions, is going to be very crucial. So now in 2023, the focus is going to be completely Karnataka, Telangana, as well as the northeastern regions. Mr. Rajagopalan, Shekhar Iyer was also just pointing out that, apart from the assembly elections, that's going to set the tone, of course, for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, especially states like Telangana.
More crucial because Telangana, the party smells the power. In Tamil Nadu, it will take some more time, and moreover, alliance is not intact in Tamil Nadu. And second thing, put together, BJP would like to ensure, like Uttar Pradesh, they want to take 80 out of 80. And similarly, in Telangana, they want to take at least 10 seats. So therefore, the losses were made in North India, they can compensate in South India. That is the strategy of the BJP. And second thing, Mr. Amit Shah, who held a press conference, was very vociferous in supporting Mr. Nadda. Therefore, the smooth sailing, and I could also see a smooth sailing of Mr. Nadda and Narendra Modi's relationship for the last 3 years, will also take the party and also the country towards the prosperity in 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
Okay, all right. Request you to stay on with us. Let me get a live update from Mohit Bhatt, who's joining us from right outside the BJP executive meet that's taking place. Mohit, the biggest takeaway from the meeting yet is, of course, the extension of JP Nadda's tenure as the BJP national president. But in a short while from now, the concluding address from Prime Minister Modi is also about to begin. Take us through what's happening there.
Well, these are the visuals from the venue of the National Executive Meet. You see, as of now, the leaders are going inside. But we are getting to know is that the address of the Prime Minister has already begun, and sometime from now, Prime Minister will leave. Then a press conference will happen, and the details would be given that what exactly Prime Minister has said in his address. But you see, as we were discussing earlier, that the BJP's election machine, no state, how big or small, is BJP doesn't take any elections in an easy way, and that is why we saw that in Hyderabad, Greater Hyderabad municipality elections, we saw the top-notch leadership of the BJP was campaigning for the municipality elections, and result was seen on the ground. BJP won seats over there. Yogi Adityanath, HM Amit Shah, JP Nadda, they were all campaigning, and the BJP won it. And that is why BJP thinks that the Telangana could be their fort through which they can breach the southern fort, and they can form the government over there. And that is why the last national executive meet happened in Telangana. And then after that, we saw that how a slew of reactions came in from KCR and from the TRS party. They were attacking the BJP. So it seems as of now that the BJP has gained upper hand in Telangana, and they have defeated Congress in terms of the perception also. And as of now, it only seems that the fight is between the BJP and the TRS in Telangana. And if you talk about Karnataka also, yesterday Prime Minister, what we are getting to know, himself held meeting regarding the Karnataka elections. And because we know for a fact that how B.S. Yediyurappa has been shifted to the parliamentary board, now he was also the part of the discussion. CM Bommai was a part of the discussion. Other senior leaders were also the part of the discussion. So PM himself is taking interest in each and every state elections. And if you remember, remember when Ravi Shankar Prasad was addressing the press conference yesterday regarding the statement that was inaugurating statement that was being made by JP Nadda, he clearly stated that JP Nadda has clearly said that we need to win all the 9 assembly elections. So the BJP is not just focusing on these elections, but BJP is also focusing on around 100 and 160 and 170 seats on which they did not perform well. So this is something about the BJP, with the opposition parties as of now are not able to track. The BJP is thinking also about those seats which they have lost. They're working on it. Their karyakartas are on the ground in Telangana, in Karnataka, in West Bengal, everywhere their karyakartas are working on the ground. They finish one election and they start campaigning and working for the next elections. And in some time from now, the mantra will be given by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the national executive that what exactly you need to do and how exactly the pro-poor schemes of the government have to reach to the people on the ground. Because Prime Minister Narendra Modi again and again have asked all the MPs, all the MLAs, all the leaders to be in their constituencies and reach out to the people and tell them that these are the specific pro-poor scheme which have been launched by the government, and hence you need to connect with them. So in some time from now, we'll get to know what the PM has said.
Okay.
And this national executive is very important given the fact it has just come after the Gujarat elections. And yesterday we saw that how huge roadshow was conducted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the BJP wanted to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi here in Delhi after his thumping majority win in Gujarat elections. And the BJP knows that PM Modi is their star campaigner. PM Modi is the face, and that is why again and again before the national executive meet, it was clearly shown that the BJP will be fighting all the elections in the face of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now that JP Nadda has also got the extension, we have to wait and watch how exactly BJP will plan for these elections. And in some time from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be giving the mantra to all the national executive members inside the NDMC convention hall.